Let's focus for a few minutes on poker position. What is it, and why is it important? First, let's look quickly at the names of each seat so we can refer to them using the same vocabulary. The simplest way to give the seat name is just by numbering it from 1 to the total number sitting at the table, starting with the seat to the left of the button. Each seat also has its own individual name. The number of the seat progresses clockwise, starting with 1 to the dealer's immediate left and ending in 9, the dealer. Of course, there may be more or fewer players seated, so you could have 10, even 11 players, or you could have just 2. In the illustration below, the small blind is seat 1, the big blind, seat 2. Seat 3 is known as under the gun, as this is the seat with a gun pointed at the head of the player having to act first after the forced bets or blinds. The 4th seat is generally known as UTG 1, under the gun 1. And the 5th seat is under the gun 2. The 6th seat is known as the Lowjack. It's before the Hijack. The 7th seat is the Hijack. The 8th seat is the Cutoff, as it cuts off the action before the button. And the final seat, the 9th seat, is the button, named for the dealer button that designates who would be the dealer if players were dealing their own cards. If you have more than 9 seats, you just add a UTG plus number to account for the new seats. So UTG plus 4 or UTG plus 5 if you have more than 9 players. If you have fewer than 9, you just subtract a UTG. Position is also used to describe when you act relative to your opponent. If you are in the 3 seat and the small blind is against you, you would have position on him. Your position would be after his, later than his. Similarly, if you were in the 8 seat, the cutoff position, but were only against the button, you would be in earlier position, as you would act first. In general, the earlier your position, the stronger your range of starting cards, the narrower your range. For early position, you might have a range of only 10 to 15% of the hands, playing high pairs, big Broadway cards, and some suited connectors. The best position at the table, the button. On the other extreme, you might have a range of 50 to 60% of the hands, playing all the suited connectors, all the pairs, suited and gap connectors, and big cards. There are exceptions, of course, but you will generally need a stronger and narrower range of cards to enter in the 3 seat than you need on the button, for example. If you are interested in drilling down on more specifics of those ranges, you can check out my full article on poker positions at chippy.com. You also need to be aware of how your better opponents are likely to use position to their advantage and how they will view you doing the same thing when you play. You should tend to put your opponents on a broader range of hands when they raise in late position as opposed to early position. You should tend to respect the likely hand strength of an opponent who bets from early position as opposed to late position. Similarly, and again, this is when you are against your better opponents, not against newbies or really bad players, you should recognize that they are probably putting you on a broader range of hand when you raise in late position. And they are probably putting you on a narrower range of hand when you raise in early position. Bottom line, if you are to be a winning player, you need to take position into consideration when you bet your hand and when you consider your opponent's range as well.